Hello everyone. In this video, we will see the continuation of guidelines to automated drone mapping. Those who have missed the first part, please watch it so that you will be able to understand this video better. In the previous video, we discussed on the initial phase of drone mapping, that is the planning phase. And here we discuss the data collection phase and how important it is to choose the right type of mission for generating the results. Drones collect massive amount of high quality data in real time. And to aid the process of data collection, three types of mission are generally used in the drone surveys. The user can choose a mission depending on his or her project requirements. Once the mission is selected, the drone flies to the initial point and then takes the photos regularly until it reaches the endpoint. The captured images are then processed in any photogrammetry software to obtain the results. The common mission types used in the drone surveys are the polygon mission, linear mission, and the circular mission. When the surveyors need to map terrain or ground, they use the polygon mission. It is suitable for surveying flat grounds and terrains. The users can configure the flight angles, altitude, and overlap using the ground control software. This is the ground control software, and here we can see that there is a base map displayed at the current location, and this is the default mission shape. This can be modified with the help of these bubble buttons, and after selecting the angle, altitude, and overlap, the drone flies to the initial position, which is here, and then follows the flight path and reaches the endpoint. After reaching the endpoint, it returns to the base or home position. The linear mission is used to survey the roads, corridors, canals, etc. It is used to analyze line type features. The default mission shape is a line, which you can see here in the image, and here, with the help of the slider, we can increase the lines according to the mission and start the mission. Once the area is marked and the lines and the altitude are set, the drone flies to the initial position here and follows the flight path, and it reaches the endpoint, that is here, and after reaching the endpoint it returns to the home position. The circular mission is used to map the rooftops or monuments. It takes a circular flight path, allowing it to capture images from all the angles. Once the area has been marked and the altitude have been set, the drone will fly to the initial position and then begin its mission. It returns to the home position after reaching the endpoint. The circular mission has the rooftop mapping distance and the ground to rooftop distance. The rooftop mapping distance is used when you are flying the drone from the rooftop. This will calculate the altitude from the rooftop. The ground to rooftop distance is used when you are flying the drone from the ground, and you can give the altitude with respect to the building. This is how the missions are performed in a drone survey. While flying the drone, we must exercise caution. And now let us take a look at how we can fly the drones in various terrains. Drones in the mining industry are a pragmatic solution to fix daily problems, and also it plays a role in reducing the human risk. When compared to the traditional ground survey, it always have the upper hand. Before flying in the mine, there are some points to be noted. Avoid heavy machinery that emits lots of radiation. Always align the flight lines parallel to the pit. Choose a safe elevated area as the home position. And lastly, place the GCPs in areas where the terrain changes abruptly. The next challenging terrain is where tall trees and dense vegetations are abundant. The drone technology redefines the forestry's components and contribute to forest ecosystem improvement and development. The points to be noted before flying on these terrains are: you need to fly the drone at a higher altitude to ensure you have a clear line of sight. Place the GCPs in areas where the terrain changes abruptly. Set the minimum height above ground to the tallest object height plus 25 meter so that you get a clear view of the terrain. And finally, choose the home position away from the trees. It is possible to fly the drones in the mountains. However, you may encounter challenges in exceptionally high mountains because air is less dense at higher elevations. Additionally, you can have shorter flight times due to a more considerable drain on your batteries caused by the altitude and cold. You need to be aware of some points before flying the drone in hilly areas. You need to be aware of your surroundings and you have to make sure that you always fly above the mountains. You also need to fly at high altitudes and increase the overlap to identify areas with critical features. Always keep an eye on the weather, especially the wind. And finally, choose an elevated area as the home position. Wind conditions can be lethal to drones. Before flying the drone in windy conditions, it is advised to check the wind speed of the site and maintain a safe distance from the buildings and obstacles. If the drone becomes unstable, try to land the drone in a safe place or use the return to home feature. Always keep a close eye on the battery and keep an extra battery. You also need to be aware of the wind at different altitudes as the wind speed vary at different altitudes. With this, we come to the end of this video. Now, let's have a quick recap. First, we discussed on the different types of missions and how to fly the drone in different terrains. And finally, how to fly the drone in windy conditions. So, this brings us to the end of the video. I hope you gained some knowledge on this topic. If you are watching this video for the first time, please like and subscribe. And we will be sharing more videos weekly. Click on the bell icon so that you won't miss any of the upcoming videos. And thank you for watching the video.